When I say I'm excited for this video, I mean that, y'all. Only got one question for y'all. Are you ready? I'm ready for 2023. Today I'm gonna be talking about my goals for 2023 and what I learned about myself in 2022. So welcome back for another video, or welcome if you're new. If you're new, my name is Shanthi. You guys, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Here's the thing that you guys may not know about me. I am naturally a planner. So I always get excited for the beginning of anything new. The beginning of a new week, a new month, but a new year is very exciting. And if I'm being honest, I haven't been this excited about a beginning of a new year in a really long time. Why, might you ask, am I excited about 2023? Why is this year so exciting for me? I'm gonna tell you why, because I learned some things about myself in 2022. So I don't think I've necessarily ever had like a word for the year. Like, you know how people say like, this is my mantra for the year, this is my word for this year. I don't necessarily remember doing that, but I am this year. I'm doing it this year, and I had to sit back and think, because there was a couple of different words that really like resonated with me. So the two that really like I've been debating back and forth between are intentional and faith. There's so many other words that come to mind as well, but those are the two that are really like speaking to my soul right now. And so after heavy deliberation, I've decided, because of what I've learned about myself in 2022, and as I'm doing this video, you guys, this is the last day of 2022, so it is New Year's Eve. The word I decided to go with for 2023 is heavily based on what I learned about myself in 2022. So the word I'm going with is faith. The reason why I've chosen to go with this word is because I lacked faith in myself in the past, but this year has taught me to have so much faith in myself. And going forward, and I mean going forward just for 2023, I mean going forward in life in general, I'm gonna always keep faith. I won't lose faith in myself anymore. I won't do it. You guys know how you can know something, right? It's not like you don't have the knowledge of something, but there's a difference between having knowledge and actually like utilizing the knowledge, or maybe even letting that knowledge just like hit you upside your head. That's what I feel like has been happening to me in 2022. That's what I feel like has happened for me this whole entire year. Nothing I learned about myself is necessarily new, but it just hit me like, I don't know, like a sack of bricks. This year has very much been a learning year for me. First of all, I turned 40 this year. And so I've heard before that when women hit their 40s, they gain like this confidence that they never had before. So I didn't experience that at first. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And I've always been a person like, I don't want to be like conceited or you know, just like have too much confidence. I don't ever want to be perceived as a person like that. So I think I did the opposite, and I went to the extreme of like, I didn't even really ever want to give myself a compliment about anything. I never wanted to seem like boastful. People who are overly confident, that's annoying to me. That's one of my pet peeves. Like somebody who can't stop talking about themselves, that's a turn off to me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that type of person. So because I don't like that, I did like the complete opposite. But in doing that, I actually did myself a disservice because I went to the extreme, right? Somewhere along the way, I don't even know how to take a compliment. Somewhere along the way, when I did have victories, I didn't even know how to like celebrate myself or give myself, I just didn't even allow myself to be proud. I didn't. I don't know. I really just did myself a disservice, and I really seen that in 2022. So I'm here to tell you, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's watching, it is okay to celebrate yourself. It's okay to acknowledge the success you've had. Because one thing I know I always do is acknowledge my failures. The things that I'm not doing well at, I always acknowledge those. I speak on them. I feel bad for them. I do all these different things, but it's very hard for me to give myself a pat on the back. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that. For what? Being full of yourself and being like arrogant to the point where you're annoying is completely different from having a level of confidence in yourself. Those are two totally different things. So just in case you didn't know that, or you're hard on yourself like I'm hard on myself, I'm here to tell you those are two different things, two totally different things. And it's actually important that you recognize your successes. I don't care if it's a little stepping stone of something that you've achieved. Be proud of that. And there's nothing wrong with being proud of that. So I can say that I learned that about myself in 2022. You guys, it got to the point where like I was thinking negative things about myself, you know, like just whatever it is, you know, like you go through, I've never been a jealous person ever, praise God. But I did fall into the trap of comparing myself. And I think most people in their lives have been through a stage or a time in their life where you've compared yourself to someone, right? Oh, I wish I had this. This person has this. I wonder why I don't have this. I went through a stage like that, and that's toxic. That's really bad. Comparison is a dangerous game. It really is. It's like I always had my own lane and I stayed in it, but I couldn't help but think like, you know, oh, you're not doing well enough because this person. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's situation is different. And so comparing yourself to another person is just very dangerous. It's very toxic. It's just not a healthy thing to do and not a healthy place to be. So I said all that because that's everything that I learned about myself that I don't want to take into the new year with me. I don't want to take comparison. I don't want to take doubt. I don't want to take a woman who is not confident. I want to leave all of that stuff in the past. I don't want to take that with me into the future. I don't want to take that woman who sets goals but doesn't create habits to obtain those goals. So the reason why I use the word goals, you guys, and I know a lot of people say New Year resolution. I don't necessarily I haven't used the word resolution in years. And the reason why is because the definition of resolution is a firm decision to do or not do something. Most people, we don't cut things cold turkey. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm sure many people have. I guess I'm just speaking for myself. In order for me not to do something, something has to be implemented for me not to do that. So it's a goal. So I have to create a goal. I have to set a goal and create a habit to attain that goal. So basically 2022 was the year of realization for me. So I'm about to jump into my goals for 2023, but comment down below and let me know what are your goals. Or if you don't want to share your goals, tell me what is your word for 2023 if you have one. So my first goal is to become more spiritually connected with God. I need to take more time to read my Bible, just take more time to study the Word of God with my family. So that's my first goal. So that's my spiritual goal. My second goal is with health and wellness. If y'all have been here for a while, you know I have talked many times about losing weight. And I tell you every single time, I'm not going to give up on myself. And I'm not going to give up on myself. And I don't even want to just talk about losing weight because it's not just about losing weight. I have a goal, a number that I want to lose, but it's just not about that. It is about an overall healthy way of life. I don't want to do anything that's considered like quick fix, you know. I want to find a reasonably attainable way of eating and working out, so I can utilize those practices for the rest of my life, not just for a time period, you know, not just for this time period, so, you know, so I can lose this weight. No, I want to find something I can be consistent with, find a system that works for Shanthi. So the third thing is finances. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Target and Amazon, they got me this year. Oh yes, they did. They had me spending money like I was a drug dealer. The way these packages were showing up to this door was inappropriate. If my husband was here right now, I know he would tell me he's tired of breaking down boxes. I know. You guys, there's some packages right by my, if I'm being honest, there are some packages at my door as we speak. The way your girl was adding to cart, it got to stop. I have to do better. Another word I want to use is intentional. I want to be an intentional purchaser. I love shopping. We all know this. If you've been around me, you guys know that I love to shop. But I want to purchase things that are intentional because the way my yard sales are set up, people look at me like I'm crazy. Like, why is she selling this? Why? Because this is like brand new. So why is she selling this? it's too much. It's too much. I'm noticing that I'm buying things, I use them for a short period of time, and then I'm getting rid of them. I don't want to be like that because my goal is I have a specific number. I'm not going to say the number, but I have a specific number that I want to save this year. I want to save 4 times the amount that I saved in 2022. And I'm not saying y'all not going to see no more Target and Amazon hauls, because you will. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. But whatever you see me purchase is going to be intentional. If it's home decor, I want to intentionally buy it. I want to have a place picked out in my head. I want to know, yes, Shanti, you are going to utilize this. You're going to use this, sis. You know what I'm saying? You're not just buying it because what if it disappears and everybody else buys it? Because I do that. Number 4 is YouTube. At the end of February 2023 or the beginning of March, I can't remember, I will have been on YouTube for 5 years. So not this channel, my main channel. That's crazy. 5 years, you guys. My goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers on my main channel. I want to hit 100K on my main channel and 50 to 60 here on the vlogging channel. And I know you looking at my subscriber count right now like, Shanthi, you have just about almost 8,000 subscribers. How are you going to gain over 40,000 subscribers on the vlog channel? I know I'm going to hustle, you guys. My goal, the way I have it in my head and I have it written out, you know, it's very clear. It's very clear. I'm going to do the work and then I'll get the outcome that I'm looking for. It's just simple. Do the work, get the outcome. You know that scripture, faith without works is dead? Yeah, if you don't put into it, then you're not going to get nothing from it. But I'm going to give it everything I have this year. And then I know I'll get the outcome I'm looking for. And then number 5 is self-care. So self-care, you can actually, if you want, I could actually have tied that into health and wellness because it all kind of floats under the same umbrella. But I'm putting that in a different category because I feel like this is something that I struggle with. I really struggle with self-care for a couple reasons. I feel a little selfish when I just like devote time to myself and I'm not using that time to put into my kids or my husband or my work. Back to my realization for 2022, I have realized that that's necessary. And I've said this before. It's like I said to you guys before, this is not new knowledge, okay? It's not new to me that I'm supposed to be, you know, implementing self-care and time for myself. I have tried it along the way. I promise you I have. I'm not consistent with it. But that goes back to me talking about habits, right? If you don't create a habit, how can you attain the goal? So if I'm not habitually implementing an act of self-care can be working out. It is going to be that for me. But what I'm talking about, when I say self-care, I'm talking about time for Shanthi. Like, I'm always a mom, I'm always a wife, but I feel like sometimes I lose Shanthi. The one thing I've always been before I was a wife, before I was a mother, was me. And sometimes I feel like I don't give Shanthi time to be Shanthi. We have so many different layers as women, right? I mean, so many different layers, so many different hats. I feel like I neglect Shanthi so much. Like, seriously, like, hey, ladies, do you ever, and gentlemen, because it's not just about women, but I'm only speaking from a woman's perspective because I'm a woman. Have you sat back and really thought, like, I don't know, the things that maybe you used to do for yourself or the things that you would like to do for yourself? Like, what would make you happy? What makes you happy? Do you even give into that? I don't often. I don't. I put everybody's needs above my own. And that's amazing. That's good. But there comes a time where you have to, what is that saying? You can't pour from a glass that's half full. I'm always pouring from a glass that's half full. I don't want to do that anymore. Because what happens is somewhere along the way, it may not be, you know, year 1 of being a mom, year 2, year 10, or year 1 of being a wife, or year 2 of being a wife. It may not hit you during that time, but somewhere along the way, when you lose yourself, you also build resentment. And I don't want to have resentment. I don't want to, because I love, and I mean this, if you know me, I love being a mom. I love being a wife. I really do. I feel like I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have the husband that I have, to have the children that I have, but I don't ever want to lose sight of me again. Number 6, you guys, is organization. Now, a lot of you guys always tell me how organized I am, how organized my house is, and thank you for that. But I can be much better, trust me. My goal is to have every drawer, every closet, everywhere in my house organized. That's a real life goal of mine. That probably sounds crazy like Shanthi. Girl, bye. We ain't doing that. Now, I know it won't stay like that all the time, but my goal is to seriously take each room in this house and be intentional about the things that I own, maybe have less stuff so I can organize it. So now that my husband made it home, are you tired of all the boxes that have been showing up every day?
Having all the time, I'm used to it. I get tired of throwing them away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you tired of breaking the boxes down?
No, I get tired of like trying to figure out which dumpster I'm gonna go throw them in.
Same difference. But yes, I just want to be organized. Everybody has structure that works best. You know, your structure may not fit my lifestyle, and my structure may not fit your lifestyle. But I want to come up with a system that works best for my family and I. And when my life is organized, that's when I'm happiest. What is that quote? If you plan to fail, you fail to plan. I believe in that. I really believe in that. That's why I write everything down. That's why I use my planner. That's why I make to-do lists, because when I don't do that, my life is chaos. So organization is definitely a goal, which brings me to number 7, which is family and relationships. I need to be more intentional about spending time with the people who mean the most to me. And I'm not talking about my children. I spend time with them all the time. I'm not talking about my husband. I spend time with him all the time. I need to go see my mom more often. I just want to spend more time with my family, you know, and I don't want to wait till like holidays or, you know, specific events to see my family. And when I say my family, I'm not just talking about my blood family. I'm also talking about my in-laws, because I love them, and those are my family members as well. Like, tomorrow's not promised to any of us. I just want to cherish the blessings that are in front of me. You know, I don't want time to pass, or God forbid something to happen and I'm stuck with I shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I want to nourish and cultivate those relationships that are so meaningful to me. And that's it. Those are the 7 categories, the 7 major goals I have. I have other little ones, and under each of those categories, I have very specific, detailed things that I want to do, habits I want to create in order to attain those goals. I know I keep saying that, but I want to make it very clear that I'm very well aware that if I do not create a habit, I won't attain any of these goals. I do want to say this. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching my videos, especially my ride or dies. You know who you are. You're the one who, no matter what I put up, no matter if there was a time where I wasn't consistent, you watch every video. You guys. And I know there's a lot of you guys who watch every video and you never even comment. You guys are just as much appreciated as the people who do leave comments. But thank you guys so much. Overall, I feel like this was a great year, because guess what? God's still seen it fit to wake me up and my family up every day and breathe air into our lungs. And so for that, even with nothing else, it was an amazing year. But I know that 2023 will be even better. Also, my goal for 2023 is for here on my vlog channel to post every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Anyways, I am praying for a prosperous and blessed year for each of us, for each of you, for your family members. I know that you can achieve your goals as well. Don't forget to let me know down below what is your word of the year, or what are some of your goals for this year. And don't forget, in order to achieve our goals, we have to set in place habits or systems that will help us attain those goals. I forgot I want to share this with you guys. Somebody very special sent me this, and these are not her words or mine. It's time. Welcome to Flight 2023. We are prepared to take off into the new year. Please make sure your attitude and your blessings are secured and locked in an upright position. All self-destructive devices should be turned off at this time. All negativity, hurt, and discouragement should be put away. Should we lose altitude under pressure during the flight, reach up and pull down a prayer. Prayers will automatically be activated by faith. Once your faith is activated, you can assist other passengers. There will be no baggage allowed on this flight. The captain, God, has cleared us for takeoff. Destination, greatness. So thank you for sending this to me. You know who you are. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you 2023.